Okay, we're live. I think I had my mic live that whole time. I don't usually. So that's a new experience for the people that were here for the starting soon thing, because they just got to hear all my little clicks and clacks and noises that I make. I'm going to move this cup out of frame just because I don't like it being there. Unfortunately, we're doing this again, and then doing this again the week after. It's going to be a lot of this. Unfortunately. Oh, fortunately for you, but for me, this is borderline torture, writing this thing. This camera angle that I've got going on here is borderline impossible. So I may have to adjust it once we get into like the full frame with the game in it. Put my little notes over here though. I'm talking away from you so you can't hear me. Put my notes over here. Take myself a swig of this Coke Zero before we get started. How's everybody doing this week? Are we better than the previous weeks? I'm a little sleepy today. I don't know if I'm ready for all the little exercise I'm about to put myself through. But unfortunately, I'm going to do it. Where's my Wiimote? This is such a confusing setup for me because everything is not directly in front of me like it normally is. To make sure I have all my things ready. I had to use this armrest though. I just realized that. That's cool. So what I'm going to do, I was cycling through the menu, but I'm just going to switch it and then cut the game audio because I got copyright strike last week. Yep, see, it was already going. Look at how fast that was, that it was ready to strike me. See, this is an issue. If you got to make it so you guys can see the front of the board, but I don't get too close to the couch and set off the back sensor, because that's a problem. Because then that throws off the entire control system. We're going to shoot for that, see how that works. No. I went too far in the wrong direction. I need to come down more. My bad. I adjusted this about 4 times before I started, and turns out none of them were right. How's that? Is that it? I think that right there, that's the move. There we go. The top of my head is like a little bit cut off. Unless I'm over here. The closer I am to the microphone, the better it is, I guess. Which is what kind of we want, right? Like, me near the microphone so you could actually hear what I'm saying. When I was looking back and grabbing, stream clips for last week, I noticed that I kept walking like around the mic and it just lose. And I can set it to get volume from both sides, but I just need to pay more attention to where I am, where my mouth is to mic situation, if you know what I mean. The whole mouth to mic situation we got going on. So we have some of New York and 3 locations left to do. I want to do this tonight. I want to get this done. I want to finish Ride and move on to Shred so I can get off of this thing. Because let me tell you, last week I was just not feeling great Saturday morning after doing this. My feet felt flat, I said. I put on my Instagram story that my heels, they just felt flat. They were kind of in pain, but mostly they were just flat. And it was not a great feeling to have. But I guess we'll start jumping into things. Unless I have something on the housekeeping section that I always forget to check. There's always something there and I forget to check it. Yes, please use that like button if you're watching. What a ding dong I am. put out a video this week. There's a video about Bigfoot. If you haven't seen it yet, did a whole video on Bigfoot. Don't leave the stream now. Watch this while you're here. But then when you're done, go watch that video I did about the San Andreas Bigfoot. The audio is a little borked was the term I used. I don't know if that's a word. It's just the word that came to mind when I was putting the post up. But the audio is, as apparently I say, borked. So it's a little funky. I did everything I could. It went through a lot of... It was like an entire night I spent just trying to fix the audio. I recorded this thing across months, so it was an actual nightmare to get everything to work the way it's supposed to. But I hope you enjoyed it if you watched it, and if you haven't yet, please go do that. I have to figure out where we're going here, what our situation is here. I have to do a half pipe, I think. I didn't get enough on the half pipe when I did it. Trying to recall where I ended this at it. 1 in the morning, not being able to feel my legs last week. I just didn't finish everything off to its highest extent. It's gonna take me forever to get back into this. Starting like when I start back on this thing rolling around, it's not gonna come to me immediately. Like I've got a little bit of a better feel for it than I did last week, but the gameplay is just gone. There's no gameplay in this noggin still. I don't know how any of that worked. Guess I've done enough stalling, huh? You can't see me over there when I put my drink over there. I think last week I was angled way more this direction than I am this week. I don't know if that's worse or better for you. Okay, sorry, there's not a way for me to hit game audio back on. I need to figure out how to put that into the old stream deck down here. And I gotta turn this thing around for Goofy Foot. Feels good to be back.
Hey, you gotta use the banks and quarter pipes to build and maintain momentum.
Oh boy, it just goes. It just went. I was not ready for it to just start going. I was so unprepared for this. Like, I knew I started it, but I might have to just I'll just cruise around for a minute. I gotta get the old, as always, the old sea legs back for Tony Hawkin. Look at that. It's like I'm a professional. It's like I left and I've been playing this all week. I certainly have not been. Clearly. As I'm stuck to a rail. Can't get off of it. I don't want to be on that. I would like to go down and get that little marker thing I'm trying to get. Nightmare. I forgot this game is a controlled nightmare. I thought maybe it'd be better this week. Because I did it like recently enough. But no. It sucks. Either way, it sucks. Slow-mo seemed unnecessary there. Oh, cool. I did worse than the first time. So, yeah, didn't carry over any skill from last week. Nothing from last week was retained to this week for writing this stupid plastic board. Why does he miss that every time? I don't want to miss that. It's important for me to get. That's the first gate of the thing. They, like, give you that gate. I hit no like 30 times on that. What? Why isn't it giving me that gate? Yeah, nothing in this game makes any sense. Every time you go to it, it's nonsense entirely the entire time. Real glad that, that I put myself up to this. When I decided on this, what, 9 months ago now at this point, I didn't really remember it being this awful. But it truly is something heinous here, isn't it? If I don't have to do these like speed slalom ones, these are usually where I was running into the trouble. If I can avoid doing them and just do the other things, it might not be so bad. Like maybe this challenge isn't like totally awful. There I am. Yeah, a little late. I had a couple of issues on the way, like getting in here. I'm gonna move my chat up a bit and hopefully it doesn't ruin the whole thing.
This is classic street skating with its own vert area for all those vert skaters out there. You're gonna need to nail both if
Oh,
you want to get to
they
the
did.
next spot.
Okay. Well, I had an issue. I have created myself an issue here. Give me just a moment, and all will be fixed. That's probably fine. I don't even care that much. It's fine. Who cares? Oh, I know how to fix it. Oh, I'm such a ding dong. There we go. The chat window's too far down. Screwed up the chat over there. Whole issue. It's always a whole issue. Every time. Invert in front of the zoomies couch. Tail grab off the QP. Nose grab the ramp. I don't even know how I would invert. I don't even know how I do a lip trick. Every time I've done a lip trick while playing this, it just happens. Oh, well, went too sideways immediately. I think I'm going to have to recalibrate this again like I did last week. Because it's got a pretty wild turn to the side. Where do I get it to push? Push! Yeah, it's got a hardcore tilt to the side. It says specific, like when you start it, you don't have to do this every time you play. Apparently, you really do. Because if you don't calibrate it, you're getting a really hard lean to one direction. Now, is that possibly just my super crooked floors? Probably 100%. But I'm gonna blame this thing. Because this thing sucks. I wish I could get this. I don't know how to get this angle here right. Maybe I need to pull this forward. There we go. That's the angle I'm looking for. Been trying to find it the entire night. You're getting live troubleshooting. I don't usually do all this while I'm going, but I'm just trying to make it through this. I was streaming so easy, not sarcasm at all. Yeah, it really can be a fun adventure. Yeah, what I was getting ready to say is I was behind because no, I don't want to create a skater. I like Nick L back enough. I got everything set up and my headphones just wouldn't work. They would connect and they'd play sound for like 6 seconds and then they'd just cut off, but it'd be connected and I couldn't get sound. Eventually, I just like disconnected and reconnected them enough, and it worked. I don't really know what I did. It just kind of did work. I had to find that calibration thing now. The best. I'm about to start too. Oh, you're about to start streaming? You're stealing my stream day? There we go. Calibrate the board. Oh, yeah, I forgot. You gotta stand, like, way away in the corner. Oh, no, I need to be, like, here, directly behind it. That's what I need. Now we wait. Every time I see that, I think that looks fake. I don't think that looks like an actual image of this thing when it zooms in on the sensors. Entirely not real. Oop. Oh man, I just probably ruined this whole thing by doing it backwards like that. That's okay. I'll just restart it. I didn't think about the fact that I had this thing set in goofy mode. You know, when you leave your plastic skateboard set to goofy mode. You know that problem we all have. It's such a long process. I can't imagine what it's possibly doing. I feel like I need to be 100% directly in the center of this thing, or it's going to create a real problem. This is the most riveting stream content, isn't it? Oh no, I didn't do it. I messed it up. I wasn't paying attention. I was just hitting buttons. Oh man, this is going to be an hour of calibration. Oh boy. What have I done? Okay, sensors are... Now I cover the tail sensor. Here we go. Well, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Is my stance good? Does it match his well? I could do this video. Like, I could remake this for them. If there's ever a Ride 2, instead of Shred, they just do Ride 2 again. I hope I get the call for this job. I would love to be the foot guy for Tony Hawk Ride 2. You think that's Tony Hawk? Chances are very unlikely that it's Tony Hawk. What do you mean? Oh, I appreciate that. Look at this. I'm doing it backwards. I just lost my job. I had it all down, and then I decided I was going to do this one kind of cool. By doing it backwards, ruined my job. They're never going to hire me now as the foot guy. I wanted to be the foot guy so bad. I had it in the bag, too. I had it down by the second. Everything matched up. Into the balls. What a relevant reference. It's as relevant as this game. It's like you just don't care. Yeah. I really wish I didn't care enough to do this. Okay, now let's hope this time when I click on this. So you're watching me you can see my feet, so you can see that I'm scratching the bottom of my foot like a madman with my other foot. I didn't think about the fact that I'm just full body on camera and I'm really just whittling away at my toe here. You guys get to see the real like gremlin I am during the stream. It's really itching up a storm. So here's a little detail about this stream. My socks a little bit wet, just like a little bit wet. Do I want to elaborate? I find it funnier if I don't. If I just tell you I have like a little bit wet socks and then I just do this stream. Ah, there we go. We'll go into this one first. There you go. Now our gameplay audio is back on. If it's like unreasonably loud or way too quiet, let me know, because I have no idea. Because honestly, I can't really hear it. I don't know. The headphone situation's a little wild today.
Alright, see if you can combo the jellyfish tentacle grind onto the bridge rail grind.
Alright, here we go. We're in. Up. Regular footing in a goofy foot world, am I right? With that one real sideways. I was trying to get too fancy with it and pick up those little green circles. I should know, there's no fancy when it comes to Tony Hawk Ride. You're fighting for your life every minute. I'm like not joking here. This may be one of the most difficult games I've ever played. Like without a doubt. It's a very difficult game. So I didn't do any better here either. I can do it. I felt like I was on top of the world by the end of this last week. Like I was really starting to make some progress, have some skill. May not have happened. I don't think I gained any skill. Except for the skill to be able to kind of turn myself better if I did it with one foot like this. But what am I not is a cheater. I had the worst way to phrase that sentence. This guy looks shockingly similar to my 360 avatar. Really? He looks... I picked him because he looks like Tom DeLonge in that video. I think... I looked it up this week. Meant to share it into the Discord. Forgot. I think it's First Date. Is the video that he's dressed like this in. He's got the little yellow wig. What I was gonna do was screen grab the picture of this guy from the character creation and then Tom DeLonge, and I took the Tom DeLonge one and then never got any farther than that, so I just didn't do it. That was a sick move. You see that? I jumped a little red guy. And then I ruined all of it right there with whatever I just did. Well, I'm past my time again. But I got a sick move out of it, and you guys all saw it, so that kind of counts for something, right? Stop. I don't know what controls this game. Nobody steal my idea, but after last week, after playing this, my gears got turning on, just other ideas. I'm curious if you can get this board to run on anything else. Like if I can hook this board to like a PC and then try to play the entirety of Skate on this thing, you know, because it's a realistic game, and I play it on the Tony Hawk board, I think that would be a really fun experience. So nobody steal the idea, but also if anybody can figure out how to make that work, let me know. Because I'd love to play through Skate 3 as on the Tony Hawk ride board. And I don't know if I have the technical know-how to do that. I ran out a lot of my technical know-how trying to figure out how Grand Theft Auto San Andreas files work. So I'm burnt out on that for a while. I could most certainly get a better score on this if I would just collect some of these little green dudes. And instead I passed every one of them. And I'm gonna hit that red one. Oh, there we go. Hey, good to see you again. Played San Andreas last night and saw Bigfoot first try. Absolutely not. People like you are the reason I work so hard. I'm over it. I don't want people to say that thing's in there anymore. And honestly, I'm a little irritated Fandom Wiki hasn't responded yet. Where are you at, Fandom Wiki? Do you have San Andreas on PS2? Yes, I do. That was a part, if you watch my recent video that I put out this week, looking or debunking the Bigfoot mystery and running through the history of it, it was a whole thing. But part of it was displaying my original Hot Coffee printing San Andreas disc. I'm very proud of college me accidentally buying that and not having any idea that I bought it. Because I didn't think to look that long ago. I was just trying to survive back then, working at a Best Buy. Playing copious amounts of Division 2. Different life back then. That sound that it made when I hit that little red thing, that's what I imagine the word borked sounds like. That word that I used to describe audio earlier. It sounds like when you hit one of these little red things. Just don't bother the foot on the ground at the moment. There's no cheating when it comes to Tony Hawk Ride, only surviving. Alright. Well, this is not what I would consider survival. Well, I didn't get it because he ran to a dead stop. I don't know how to make this game work properly, and I apologize. You have to watch me play through the same thing 400 times. This is just such an impossibly hard game to play. And I think still turning to the side. I don't know how to stop that. I've calibrated this thing 1 million times. The awfully hot coffee pot version. My reactions to stream, the chat, my reaction to stream, is going to be very delayed because I have to look over at it. It's nowhere near my vision. I tried to set up an iPad down here last week. Couldn't see a thing. Like, I look at it, could not tell you what was on it. I lost again. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out something else because this clearly is not working for me. I can't control this thing. I can't steer it left or right. I need a steering wheel. I need a button. What is moving the menu around? I thought I was doing really well when I got done last week. I really thought I was gonna just jump on this and blow through the end of it and be done. But we're in for the long haul tonight. So, a lot of updates this week. I actually have notes of things to talk about this week.
All right. See if you can.
And one of them is going to involve homework. We can jump into that one first if you want. That's entirely up to you guys. It's not. I'm going to start with the other thing before I start the thing that you could have homework with. You probably won't notice this. I'm trying to think of where to start this sentence. It was a kind of a mess there, wasn't it? Every week before the stream on Fridays like today, I post on my Instagram and on various socials and such a picture of DJ Khaled to remind you that I'm streaming. It's just part of the system. It's what I do. So I do that, and it's a different picture every week, and I try to get it to kind of pertain to what I'm doing, or it's just a bizarre picture of it. So today, this may be knowledge to other people. I had no idea. His full legal name is Khaled Muhammad Khaled, which I'm sure is probably like, he's, I believe, Palestinian. So, like, maybe common for them. I have no idea. But I'm not going to lie, it made me giggle just a little bit to know that his name is first name and last name the exact same. And I'm really hoping that's not offensive, but it really made me laugh. Because not because it's funny to have the same first name and last name, just because for him to have the same is funny. It's just really fitting for that dude. Was that more than last time? I highly doubt it. Oh, not even on the scoreboard this time. Cool. I'm already breaking a sweat. Oh, okay. I thought I lost that whole score. I was like, that's over 100,000 point score. I really need that. We got this in the bag now. It's got to be 2 extra points here, right? I've got to earn something out of this. I am already so sweaty. I even went with shorts this week and let you see my legs, which are kind of itchy at the moment. I've sighed more in these ride streams than I've ever sighed in my entire life. There we go. New gear unlocked is always a good sign. That means something happened. Is that 10? You never know, because it never tells you what you get until you go out of the thing. Is it the sensor? No. I don't know what is making the menu move. It may be that this board is not not like 100% great condition. Why is it still not exiting? There must be a little bit of curve in the floor. That's what we're going to blame it on. We're going to say this eBay board is entirely sound. That was concerning, the screen bugging out there. Is the trick already done on this one? Oh no, the trick is what I need to survive. The trick is my secret weapon. That's how I get through these. I just waggle around this board until it gives me that little star power thing. That's how I've made it through every time.
Okay, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Stalls. For big points. The timing is very key.
Okay, I need to make sure my board's the right direction. Stalls for big points, 350 points. What was that? Why is there a roll in here? Is it backwards? Oh, I think I am backwards. Maybe I want to be this way. I mean, it's wrong, but that might be the way I need to be. It's backwards to the thing under there. I don't know how any of this works. I keep trying to apply logic to this game. Yeah, that's 100% reversed to the little thing at the bottom. That can't be right. Why would they put a roll in there in a game you can't control? That just seems like bad design. There's no way to avoid it. I can't get him to not go into the roll-in. I am backwards. I still can't get out of that stupid roll-in, though. There you go. That's got to get me, like, somewhat out of it, right? There's no logic to how this works. I keep thinking I'm doing something, and it's taking me on a ride. That's why they call this Tony Hawk Ride. There's no, like, real rhyme or reason to it. You just let this little plastic board take you where you want, where it's going. Yeah, see, there was no escaping that. You just go. Just roll on it. I swear this roll-in wasn't here when I was doing this at 1:30 in the morning last week. How far are we in already of this nightmare that we're in? 43 minutes? I've done nothing in 43 minutes? Oh no. I really didn't think it'd been that long. I thought maybe we were coming on minute like 12. Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna let
This
you
is
know.
bad. Okay, I gotta come down this thing and just like go down it and then crank hard to the side. There we go. Fell off of it. I don't know how to make him go. I think somehow I'm backwards again. The beginning tutorial for this just absolutely lied. It said stalls for big points. Stalls do literally no points. I'm sorry guys, I'm doing my best. I most certainly have this backwards. Because I'm doing tail grabs when I'm bringing up the nose. There we go. We finally figured it out that I am entirely backward. We're just going to ignore that and keep going. I'm on a roll now by doing this, what is essentially the stanky leg, I believe, is the maneuver I'm doing here. Like 100% positive that's the dance I'm doing at this moment. Hopefully hot coffee pop version is hilarious. Yeah, that was a solid joke. I don't think I gave it enough appreciation for what it is. There we go. If that's not all the points, then I don't know what is. God, that hurt. Just kick the tail of that so hard. Ah, there we go. Are we there yet? No. I'm so close. I think I need like 2 points. Ah, just making noise to go over the top of the music. I don't get another copyright claim. Because I got one last week. Oh, okay. There's not really anything left. I'm just gonna have to take these challenge modes. I hate doing the challenge mode. Did I really what? I don't know what I missed.
Half-pipe bird area.
This delay is 4.5 hours. You gotta tell me what I did. I really. I'm just gonna skip this Zoomies couch invert thing. Ollie or Nollie to nose manual. Oh. Nose manual. Oh. Oh. Stop. Stop. Copyright. Yes, I did. Not a strike. I got a claim. So it didn't, like, affect the channel. But I try not to get those if I can. I don't remember which song it was. It was a song I had never heard of in my entire life. That I got claimed for last week. Well, really borked that one. We're using the word bork now. Oh, right, nose manual. That's a lot harder to do than I thought it would be. To nose manual this thing. Oh, oh. That could have been a sideways manual. Whoa. Almost died. Moments from death. I calibrated this. I do not know why it's set so hard to the left. Not enough nose manual. Probably a song that's only ever been featured on this, and it's their claim to fame, so they searched it because I was expecting people playing Tony Hawk Rock. If there's somebody who this is their claim to fame, they can have it. Because boy, do I feel sorry for them. What do you mean that was an X? I entirely did that to nose manual. What do you mean? Ollie or Nollie to nose manual. Did I entirely cheat my nose manual? Yes. Like I said last week, there's no cheating in Tony Hawk Rock. It's entirely the correct thing. There we go. There's nothing that makes this game happy. Nothing ever makes it happy. Feel like maybe giving it a good rattle might help it stay straight for once. Or it's going to entirely break the thing. Such a the curve of this thing is so wild. If you barely move it, it goes so far to one side. I don't even know how to invert something. What am I even doing here? I didn't know this challenge had an invert at the end of it. Why would I even try that one? Grind and ollie to manual, manual to grind. Not a tilt trick, those are awful too. They all have inverts on them. Or they're all tilt tricks. This is like my worst enemy of challenge list. It's all things I can't do. This entire game is all things I can't do. Why is Tony Hawk Ride the most impossibly difficult video game of all time? I'd love to see the world's top Dark Souls players come play this game. Tony Hawk Ride will send them home crying. I'm the man with the iron legs. Not even Tony Hawk Ride can get me down. Changing this channel name. It's now Man with the Iron Legs.
Get out there.
Nollie to nose grind the rail. Ollie through 2 of 4 hoops. If there's anything you can say about me, it's that I ollie through hoops. Well, not like that, I don't. Wasn't there a story about someone who beat Elden Ring with a ride board or something? People beat those games with like weird controllers all the time. The Tony Hawk ride board is like notorious for being really like difficult to get to do anything with. No, I missed both hoops I needed. Like I don't know if you could possibly get this thing to work on Elden Ring or any other game. But like I said earlier, I'd really like someone to figure it out because I would love to play Skate with this. Man, I really have to have this thing like cranked to one side to get it to not go to the left. It really, really favors that left side. What if I bring it over here? Does it still favor the left side? I got one of those hoops. It must... Nope. That's really favoring the left again. It's so hard to play something when the controller is fighting you so hard. Like, the game is fighting you to play it. I'm way off of where I need to be because I'm trying to correct the board itself correcting me. Like, I'm leaned so far to the side to make it go kind of straight. No! Okay, this one's borderline impossible too. I'm not looking to mess around with these challenges for 4.5 hours. Cranking to the left. Grind the monkey bars, nollie, set it before the squeeze. I don't know what the nollie setup is before, but let's go for it. Wrong monkey bars, because it's just way far to the left. Are these like set super loose again? Is that the problem? No, they're set to tight. It's very tight in them bad boys. This way, when I'm correcting, I'm at least not majorly overcorrecting. Yeah, I can't even get it to like go to the side I need. I swear to you, I will not stop tonight until this game is done. I don't know what nollie setup is. Does it nollie set? You have to nollie into the grind? Or do I have to like hold the sensor in the front? Is that what a nollie setup is? I don't know because this thing is like bugging out. It won't stay in place. I don't want to calibrate it a third time. I'm so lost on how to advance it all in this game. I'm so out of the skill range for what I need to do. And this thing is fighting me so hard. I guess I can try the speed run again. I'm out of options. I need like 2 more points to pass on to the last thing so I can get out of New York and on to the next level. I don't know how to make it. I don't know how to play this. This is going to make Pro Skater 5 look so good. How did we ever think Pro Skater 5 was bad when we had this before? And it's like a well-timed, what was what I'm looking for, well-skilled Pro Skater 5. I played a lot of Pro Skater 5. Have you heard? Have you tried getting good? Absolutely. Yeah, I'm real trying to get good. If I could wish for anything in the world, I would ask to have Tony Hawk ride skill, or just to understand what they want you to possibly do in this godforsaken game. Oh, it's so bad. This game is making me like retroactively hate Guitar Hero. Because it wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Guitar Hero. So I'm like a little mad at Guitar Hero. That was a truly heinous camera angle. This is the run of a lifetime. It's really fighting me to the left. I'm 1 foot and I don't even care. I just gotta get to the end. 40 seconds. That's gotta be it. Just mere Guitar Hero slander. He's sure it is supposed to be slightly better. I don't know if they could have possibly made it any better. New level unlocked, so that's a good sign. Guitar Hero is a go for games. Now hold on. There's a Guitar Hero controller right there. It's there at all times. Like, it's within reach. I've used it multiple times in videos that it's a Rock Band controller. Because I no longer have possession of my Guitar Hero controller. But a Rock Band one is right there. I'm not saying I hate Guitar Hero entirely. But this game kind of makes me want to. Should be mounted on the wall like a trophy. Oh, he stays strapped. Absolutely. I can quick draw it out of there. If I didn't... I shoved something under there the other day, and I don't remember what it is to get it out of the way. But, oh, I think it's a VCR. There's a VCR right there. I shoved in front of it. So I'd have to move a VCR to get it, but it's like right there. Stop, dude. Knock it off. Don't like treat this thing right. A VCR. Oh yeah, it's right there. It's actually a VCR DVD combo. You're speaking my language. Do you want a full screen look at it? I can pop the camera angle over and give you a good showing of the. It's like an RCA, I think. I don't know. It was left in, my grandma has a rental house, and it was left there when the people moved out. And she was like, "Do you want it?" And I was like, "Sure." And then it sat over here for a while, and now it's under there, and I keep forgetting to test it. Oh, look at this guy, bro. I've got a couple VCRs. So you think you're better than me? Because I've only got one VCR DVD combo?
Dude, just pulling sick tricks isn't gonna be enough. You want the dude or no dude? Remember, combos are key. Gotta throw a dude in there. Dude.
Should play some VHS movies in the background. Like the greatest movie of all time? One of like 4 VHSs I own? Score as many points as I can. Now we're speaking my language. Just like the VCRs, this is my language. Tricks on a Tony Hawk ride board. This is where I excel when it comes to ride. I excel at doing this stinky leg combo thing. I'm so good at this. Almost died. That tweaked my knee to the side in a way that I don't think it ever has been. That was so unbelievably uncomfortable. I needed to move it forward because that back thing was... the back sensor was going off from the couch. I hope you can't hear how heavy I'm breathing, because if you can, this is so unbelievably embarrassing. Because it's real heavy. Look at that. There we go. Absolutely murdered it. Grease is the word. You are absolutely right. Grease is the word.
Hate to admit it.
I feel so accomplished making it through that. Like putting a VCR and a DVD player together. I'm gonna talk again over the top of this music. I don't have anything to say, but I'm gonna talk again over the top of it so that I don't get a Green Day copyright claim. Because that would be cool to get a Green Day copyright claim. It'd be very nice of them to do that to me. I don't understand why you can turn off the music and it just doesn't turn off for the menus. Why would they make it an option? Just don't even let me turn it off if you're not going to let me turn it off everywhere. I'm really beat already.
Do it like you always do. It's just a rhythm.
What did they do to my boy Rodney? Oh, they made him look real rough. Why'd they do that to him? He had no face. It's just like... it's just light. Everybody's facial features blend together in whatever they recorded this on. The only video game to have all of its cutscenes recorded on a Sony Ericsson. Those existed, right? That's what that was called, right? The Sony Ericsson? Is that the phone? I don't know why that's the one I pulled out for Tony Hawk Ride, but that's that's the phone that was on my mind. Oh, can't you see you're in a slalom? Going silent. Sorry, I'm locked in. Did you have an Ericsson or however he's... No, I did. I never had an Ericsson. No. I had the Samsung slider guy. I think we talked about it last week. I had the little... It wasn't the, you know, the one that was there. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't the wide one. It was the skinny one. The little Samsung, like, you know what I mean? You got it. And then later on, I transitioned to the wider Samsung. You know what I mean. Oh, I lost to Andrew.
Pretty easy out there. That's the kind of stuff people like to see, so keep it up.
I can't tell if he's wearing a frontwards or a backwards hat. That's how low quality that image is. I do not know. I think he may not even be wearing a hat. I think he's wearing a hat, but I have no idea. Yeah, I did. I immediately did. First cell phone I ever had, that little Samsung slider, and within the first day I fell right into the creek with it. That did happen. As people do in small Midwestern towns with their very first cell phone. Let me tell you, I'm beat.
The best you got.
Still can't tell. If anybody else can tell, let me know what direction of hat he's wearing, if he's wearing a hat. Oh, the airwalk killed me there. You think it's front? I can't tell. It looks like it could very well be a back. I'm so very curious about what the multiplayer was like in this game. And if anyone ever actually played it. Like, was there ever a full lobby of Tony Hawk Ride players at one time? Done gone, went and tripped myself there. I could do better than that. I can do way better than that. We're talking about the man with the iron legs here.
Man, you're making it look pretty easy out there. It's the kind of stuff people like to see, so keep it up.
Are you sure? Because there's like a little wing off the back. It most certainly could be a back hat. I'm going to stand firmly in the back hat camp. There's only one way to figure this out. Someone's going to have to get in contact with Rodney Mullen. Oh, almost broke my leg. God, how hilarious would it be if I broke my leg doing this? Fell off of it again. That was a pretty wild move. I hit the pause button with my ankle. I would like definitely get on one of those like bait article whatever, you know, like the news outlets that have the like lowest of the low news stories, where they're like streamer that nobody watches breaks leg playing Tony Hawk Ride in 2025. That's a headline that gets clicks. See, I told you I can most certainly beat that score. There we go. That's a reasonable score. Now, I had some homework for you. What was it? Oh, yes, now I remember. I was scrolling through the Instagram. I say, now I remember as if I wasn't just looking up what it was. I was...
Try all the other sessions before you jet off.
Oh, no, it's a front hat. You just turned. It's a front hat. I was looking through Instagram this week, and I came across a video of what I would consider the most angry sport I've ever seen in my life. Your homework for this week is to go watch a couple videos of people playing High-Lie. It is the most angry looking game I've ever seen in my life. It's just guys with giant hooks, and they throw balls with the hooks as hard as they can at a wall. And then it bounces back, and they catch it, and they do it again. I've heard the name, never seen what the sport looks like. Wild. I was down the rabbit hole for a solid like half hour, 45 minutes. Just watching angry dudes whip a ball at the wall. So, in your downtime, go watch. Yeah, it's front hat. Go watch some High-Lie. That is the homework I give you for this week. And I don't think you'll regret it. Because I was so invested. Goofiest outfits though. Like you look angry, but you don't look cool playing High-Lie. Can they get pelted with those in one of the... Yeah, probably. That sounds like it was something they did. I mean, this ball, and I don't know what the ball is made of, but like the sounds it makes and the speeds it goes are so insane to see. Ah, that tree hit me. I certainly didn't hit it. It hit me. Because, like, I don't control where I'm going in this game. It controls. Example A. I was not trying to put myself there. It put me there. It's these trees, they're just jumping out everywhere. I feel like there's a lot more left of this map, and I just can't get over there because I'm running into everything possible. That's also one I could do way better with.
That was...
What do we got for, like, news events this week since our last stream? Anything exciting happened? Well, that was a loud crack. That just cracked so loud. Has anything been going on in the world we hadn't talked about? WrestleMania happened. People watched it. I didn't. But I wish I was a guy that watched WrestleMania. Every year I'm like, I'm going to watch this year. And then I don't. It's not that I don't like it. It's that I'm just doing something else. And don't get around to it. But I'm also so far out of the loop on wrestling that I don't know what's going on in it. Other than that, like we had a conversation a few weeks ago about Cena being a bad guy now. That's cool. Maybe I just need to, like, dedicate time of my life to being a wrestling guy. Except for, like, every, like, 4 years when a WWE game comes out that piques my interest. But I feel like I didn't hear as much about this year's WrestleMania as I normally do. Was it a dud year? There's everybody in the chat like me and also did not watch it. There we go. Now that's how you Tony Hawk some ride.
That was a crazy.
I need a nap. I could just lay down right here and take a nap. This sucks. This sucks so bad. Oh yeah, the music's gonna start playing. There we go. There's that half pipe. These suck so bad. You watched WrestleMania. You went to WrestleMania, correct? How was the event? Was it great? I've also I've never been to a big wrestling event like that, or like a WWE, like even a house show. They come around here fairly often, but I've only ever been to, like, you know, the independent, in a firehouse promotions that are around here. Not something that's like on a scale like that. Didn't have much of a choice. Yeah, good point. Yeah, unfortunately, if you're at wrestling, they kind of force you to watch it. Unless you're one of those guys that goes to an event and then you're like playing a DS in the corner. You know, as they do in those memes you see occasionally. Almost broke the ankle again. Oh no! This is another one I could definitely get a better score on. I have most certainly put a crack in this thing somewhere, because I hear it. I don't see it, but if I step on it the right way, the whole thing makes a cracking noise. I don't know if it comes through the mic or not, but it is slightly loud. I like the names they put on the little leaderboard for this. Like, that one had Nancy on it. Nobody's out here doing a half-pipe vert competition named Nancy. Not happening. Ignore my little shuffles. I gotta keep this thing in the right spot. Otherwise this all goes out of control. Just did a wicked blunt stall there. I had to explain to my wife what a blunt stall was earlier. Because I shared a video on my Instagram that I saw of Justin Bieber skating a mini ramp. And the dude hit a wicked blunt fakie, which is not an easy trick for like the regular old guy to do. That's a pretty hard trick. I certainly can't do one. But I put on the Instagram he hit a blunt to fakie and then got a text saying he is not hitting a blunt in that video. And I was like, no, not like that. that's the name of the trick that Justin Bieber is doing. So I got to give a little skate lesson today. Almost died again. Now he died because I flew way off the edge. This thing is so hard to keep on with my little socks. I just slide right off of it. If you want a little gaming update on what I've been playing when I'm not forced to play this garbage, I have been playing Atom Fall. You can I've been kind of talking about it here and there in the Discord that I've been playing Atom Fall. I can say as of last night, I just gave up on Atom Fall for very good reason. We're gonna go to P. Mania was fun. That main event was kind of meh. Kids next to me loved it. Well, at least somebody really enjoyed it. I don't even know. Was Cena in the main event? I feel like all the talk has been about Cena and Punk. CM Punk. I know there's been a lot of talk about him even. But that's like all I'm hearing. I don't know what's going on with it. I really should look into it more because I do enjoy wrestling. I just never know what's going on in it currently. Anyways, yeah, I was playing Atom Fall, and I was real lost because it was one of those games. It reminded me a lot of what was that one game? Deathloop. It reminded me a lot of Deathloop because it's just like, go figure this out and follow these like cases, and that will get you to where you're going. And I liked Deathloop enough, but it wasn't like super my game. And then, as I was like lost trying to figure out even kind of what I was doing, I realized there was a menu toggle to give yourself waypoints to kind of tell you where to go. So I turned those on. It became so much more entertaining when you could like just knew where you needed to go, because I was just getting tired of wandering around looking at stuff. Oh, I already had max points. I just wasted so much time on an extra run when I already had the max points on this. I wish they'd tell you when you finish. I was like, well, certainly if I'm at the bottom of the leaderboard, I don't have all the challenge points for it, and apparently I do. So anyways, I did that, and I was following these waypoints, and I did like 3 or 4 of they call them leads, the little missions, and then I realized that I was doing something that was like incredibly difficult, but it was clearly like what I need to do to kind of get through the story. I think I may have walked to like the last mission of the game on accident and started doing it, and it like the difficulty was so ramped up. I was trying to break into this like giant fortress, and there were people everywhere, and I was like, this is too difficult, but now I don't want to do anything else because I know this is here. And it just like turned me off from the game entirely. But I really enjoyed Atom Fall before that, and then just gave up. I thought I was quitting that. So maybe someday Atom Fall will find its way back to me, because I did like it a lot. But I broke Atom Fall for myself by having it tell me where to go, because apparently I had it tell me where to go in the perfect order to like speed run to the end of the game. Wait, Travis Scott was in the main event? See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I have no idea what's going on. Why is Travis Scott in the main event? I guess it's Mania, so they're like, we gotta get in our celebrity cameo, but Seems unnecessary. I don't know what to tell you. It sounds like it. Maybe I'm picking a bad time to think I should get into wrestling then. I'll find my way back to it eventually. I always do. But I'm always brought back to it due to a WWE game that, for whatever reason, one decides to catch my attention. Because the last one I played was like 22. And I have not touched another one since. It was a different one. Was the Rey Mysterio one. I believe was 22 was the Rey Mysterio one. Because I really like that mode where you like play through like the iconic matches that they do. And that's one of my favorite parts of those games. And I think they've changed that now, and you don't do. It was that you like. It does the clip and then it brings you back in. I think they work differently now. Like the clips are gone, maybe. I'm out of the loop. I'm just going off of like something I heard that may not be correct at all. Because I pay so little attention to those every year until one decides to catch my attention. But back on the whole, so Atom Fall, when I decided last night, I was like, am I going to do this again? And I did one more like run trying to get in the fortress, and I was like, no, I'm going to try something else. Started up south of midnight. So that's where I'm on now. And I'll report back once I've played more than like 12 minutes of it. But really like the art style. South of Midnight looks real cool. Really into that. It's got that comic booky feel to it, which clearly is something I'm into. Just know that right now, instead of doing whatever this is, that I'm like one footing trying to collect little green circles, I could instead be playing South of Midnight. I do this for you. Certainly not because I want to be playing Tony Hawk Rod. Oh, how unfortunate is that? No! Oh, come on! No! I think like 3 minutes is the time. No! Why? I could have had it. I had it all until he just didn't know how to work a ramp. So much extra time on that because he just didn't work the ramp correctly. Is that enough for the max score? Or did I get like 1 point out of that because I didn't even get 3 minutes? I didn't even pay attention to what he said. Where am I? Yeah, 3 points? Oh boy. We really are in this for the long haul tonight. My shirt feels heavy. I'm so sweaty. This is disgusting. I feel like I should have done some stretches before I started. Like some of these.
My only advice is to get as
Maybe
much
some of
energy as you can.
these. I don't know if this is a stretch. I don't know what this is. Maybe some of these, even though I'm not using my arms. Is there some of those in there? This thing. That I don't know what this one does. I've never felt this stretch anything. This is just a thing people do. I'm just going off of what I see. Don't know if those are stretches. Maybe I never learned how to stretch right. Maybe that's why my feet feel like they're flat. I'm gonna clip that part out and make it a yoga instructional video. So look out for that on YouTube Shorts this week. It's where I could sell out and bring back the return of the Wii Fit crop top. Ah, sick. Jumped right over it. And then bailed and lost all that speed that I gained. I think that should have been a grind. I'm not manually. Stop. I'm trying to do a speed thing, and it's like, let's do the slowest trip possible. This game loves to make it as hard as possible for me to play it. I've never wanted to fist fight Tony Hawk more in my life. But if I walked out of this room and he was standing in my living room, I'd lay that old man out. And then I would apologize profusely because I love that man. But this is torture he shouldn't have subjected anybody to. No, 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 no. Oh, okay. I thought I was going to do the same thing again. Me skate. Oh, that's a good sign. We may be done with Spain also. My fingers feel like I'm moving so much.
That was a crazy.
This is going to make me sound so fat. I feel like I ate too much soy sauce. That's the fattest sentence I've ever said. Like, you know that feeling when you eat too much soy sauce and your fingers get all like swollen and bloated? Yeah, I have that right now from too much Tony Hawk Ride. I didn't know that's where this stream was going today. I'm so sorry you have to watch this. There are people doing good streams and there are good TV shows out there. You're watching me say that a skateboard game made me feel like I ate too much soy sauce. No, that's right. This isn't a half pipe. Oh no. This is a game of skate? Oh, we're in real rough shape now. I didn't know I was going to have to play a game of skate. I've never had to do that. I don't even know which ways I would do a trick. Also, that's not correct. You wouldn't go to the left to do a kickflip. That's not how that works. That would be a heel flip. So it would be with a heel. Okay. Or did I accidentally go to the left the first time? Well, that's my failed kickflip. I don't know how to make him do a kickflip. I don't know how to do it. Why can't it just let me just do the normal stuff that I've been doing? That's a varial heel flip. Okay. That was an ollie, and apparently that counted as a trick, even though it didn't count as like a scored trick. Does it show me? Did it show me how he does it? He has a double heel flip. See, I don't even know how I do these tricks. They do themselves, as I've been saying this whole time. I have no idea how it works. Varial kickflip. Double heel flip. Okay. Alright, well that didn't work either. This is awful, because I can't progress until this is the thing. If I just complete this, I progress to the next level. But I have no idea how to do any of these tricks. But apparently not even the computer can handle doing these tricks either. So we're in the clear because neither of us have made a point yet. If one of these would just be like, do a manual, I'm all good if I can just do a manual and get through this. No, a front side pop shot. Heel flip. Okay? Well. Is that not a shove it? I tried to make it a that's a front side shove it, right? I mean, technically it doesn't really matter which direction the board goes. Yeah, see there you go, that was good. At least he did like too much of a shove it. Oh no, did he get one? Oh, that's bad. That's bad if he got one because that means I lost. Because I can't get anything. I don't even know how I would do a... Nope. Is there like a trick list somewhere? Of like how I do any of these? Because if I could at least have like a visual representation of what I'm supposed to do, I might be able to figure it out. Very low chance, but maybe. If this thing would quit controlling itself when I look away from it. Okay, there's no list of how tricks are done. Unless this that just tells me how trick mode is done. Is there like a list? There's no list.
Okay, you got the ollie down. Flick flip tricks use the same idea of an ollie and another motion. So first you do your ollie, then instead of a tilt, you will quickly rotate the board either clockwise or counterclockwise. You'll notice that the board spins around in the direction of the quick rotation. Once again, it's lift up quickly for an ollie, then a quick rotation of the board either clockwise or counterclockwise. Alright, let's get back in there and hit those tricks. As usual, you'll be taken through the level and you'll see these icons where I want you to pull off the flick flip tricks. Flick flip tricks use the...
I don't know if that was helpful in any way at all. I just want to know how to do trick. I mean, maybe kickflips are only on the... They're only the tilts, which are just like up and... They're up in this thing. Nope, that didn't do anything. Ah, there we go. It apparently is a tilt for a kickflip. There's no rhyme or reason to how that works. They just decided that. Oh, come on, are you serious? Why would they make this a mode in the game? Because now you have to wait through 4.5 hours of loading screen between each turn. What an absolute waste of time. I mean, they've not done any of them like this. There were so many different so many different level ends that were just normal, regular, like trick levels, and then no. Okay, so I need to go the other way with it. Nope, still did a kickflip. You would think they'd at least give you like an icon or something to try to tell you which way you're going. I'm so sick of seeing this presented by Stride ad. Nope. .360 heel flip. Alright, nowhere near what I was trying to do. My lower back popped so hard on that. That was incredible. I feel like a new man. This is like everything from like middle of the back down just exploded out of my back from that one spin trick. What a life-changing experience. Tony Hawk Ride just got so much better. I don't know how to make it a double. I really don't know how. I barely know how to make it a single. Nope. This may be where the ride journey ends. Ernie's my cat. Did he land it? He landed whatever it was. Cool. Attempts reduced. There wasn't any attempts to begin with. This is so long and drawn out. I hope this is the only one of these in this game. Well, that was stupid. I got a varial, a 360 kickflip, and then he comes in here with a nollie. Checking in before bed. How are you enjoying ride? Well, other than the back pop that was pretty sweet a minute ago, I think this is what hell is. Did I miss some WWE talk? Yeah, we had some WrestleMania talk there for a little bit. You probably were watching a WrestleMania from 14 years ago on the night of WrestleMania. You were watching WrestleMania 23. Oh no, 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 no. I fell through the map. You got me. I broke Tony Hawk Ride. I fell through the map. 2022 was elite. I don't know what happened in 23. I didn't watch 23. I don't know how to do any of these tricks. You broke Tony Hawk right before it broke you. I guess, yeah. Yeah, it's at least something positive to look at here. This is so ignorant. Why would they possibly think that this was going to be fun for anybody? I don't know how to do a Casper flip. I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to do any tricks. Why is there no trick guide? His name is not Nickelback. His name is Nick Elback. Why would I name him Nickelback? That would be ignorant. Oh, I can do this one. This one's all me. No! What? Okay, it counted it. I was like, oh my god, no, don't do a heel flip. Whatever, if it counts it, I'm fine. We're on to the hydration now. Well, don't give him an ollie, too. This is going to take 4 years. Okay, I can do this one. This is what Tony Hawk Ride defeat looks like. Did he just get a letter? Did he get a letter? Are we tying this game up? This makes me feel so bad for parents in 2010. Almost lost the house. Scraped together enough for Christmas stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that is exactly what happened in my home. I didn't even know that was going to be a varial kickflip. I'm really excited that was. Like I said last week, I didn't know games could be bad before playing this game. Like, I got in this and I was like, uh-oh. Everything I know is a lie. I don't know how to do a shove it. Nope, varial kickflip again. Like, they really thought, like, from playing all this time, that I had learned how you do any of this. Like, I don't just do this thing every time I get into a level. I just now learned a kickflip, like, the exact way to do it, in the last, like, 2 levels of the game. And I can't even do one successfully very often. 360 kickflip. Which is really far over. On the upside, I guess this is teaching me how the tricks are done, but I feel like we're well through the game that they should have just not done this. Also, why hasn't he gotten any letters? Like, he just failed one, so that should be a letter, correct? Or do I have to successfully do a trick to stop to give him a letter? Is that how this works? Oh, no, there you go. You got a letter that time. Okay, I don't want to mess this up. This is a good one. Okay. Well, I thought we were going to start making good time because I was making it through Spain. And then I've been doing this Night to Houston skate game for 4.5 hours. If I fail this now, it's going to be a nightmare. I'm going to redo all of it again. That's going to cancel. That's going to fail, isn't it? It's going to fail because I rode into that wall. That's going to be my A because this thing curves so far to the left. I had my moment and I lost it. I can redeem myself here. There we go. Before it runs me into that wall, just immediately get that. I did get an A though. I do have an A there. That's so unfortunate. Oh no, I didn't get an A. I'm still good. We're golden. No way. I'm still a sk. Not even a ska. Oh, well, this one. We're far off on. Is it maybe this? Like I do the, maybe it's a tilt trick up into the, like on the front to the side. That's okay. He didn't make it either. I still have no idea how to do a cat flip. They should have, if they were going to do a game of skate, it should have just been like the simple kick flip, heel flip. You know, all the simple stuff. I'm glad the computer is as unbelievably awful at this as I am. Now that's a trick I can get behind. Whatever. You can really do any trick and it accepts an ollie as long as it's not a manual. Whatever it takes. Round 22. We're 22 rounds through this. Why doesn't it just stop at some point? It's just like you're 1 point in the lead. Just take it. No, I could have done a kickflip. I just didn't get. Because I didn't get my tilt on right. That's gonna be my A for sure. I'm gonna get an A here, like what, round 27? Oh, it was a double. I didn't get it, but I can do a double heel flip and it counts as an ollie. Where is the logic here? Why doesn't anything make sense? Oh, no, I have an A. It's the load times for me. Yeah, there's 17 and a half hours. I guarantee when you wake up in the morning, I'll still be in this game of Skate. Nope. I don't know how to do a shove it. Anything that's not a kick flip or heel flip, or manual or ollie or an ollie, I do not know how to do. That's my wheelhouse. That's all my tricks. It's got to be something else. This is kind of fun to do while I wait, though. Bob back and forth here. Oh no, he did a shove it. This is the end for me. We're cooked. 27 rounds into this, I'm cooked. I don't know how to do a shove it. I was assuming maybe you nollie and do that. Unless it's like a one of these, maybe. Well, there goes my T, probably. Yeah. This is rough. This is a real neck and neck game we got going here. That was a 360 kickflip. I know because I did one earlier. It's the exact same motion I did. It's like all the way over here. Is he going to get it? Okay, no. They're going to make him fail it. Because they wanted to go on for 14 and a half more rounds. Sucks, but I'm Guitar Hero 2. Me playing this in 2009. Also, that's how you Casper flip, huh? Now you're going to tell me how to do it? Why don't they make him more? I mean, he already is so bad, but at this point they should just give it to me and be like, you really held your own for 14 hours. Riveting gameplay. Project 8 was at least funny and how bad it was. Yeah, this is depression and it's like visual playable representation. This is so absurd. If I fail this, I'm gonna rip the hair out of my scalp. I don't know if I can do this again. No. That's a nose manual. That was a nose manual right there. It just, I guess I went too fast. You gotta do it real slow. That's gotta be my E, right? Nope. Should we go for barbecue or tacos first? Breakfast taco. Go for breakfast taco first. Nope. Nollie kickflip. Thought maybe that'd be the move. That would do the impossible. I don't know how you do the impossible. This thing can only go in like four, like it goes up, or it can do like a tilt in any direction. But it never. There's no other trick like there's no other move I can do for a trick. It's 11:30 already. Oh my god. I can do this one. I did it earlier. Nope, kickflip. That was the exact movement. It's 12:30. Yeah, I guess for you it is. Oh no. I can't do this again. I was ready to at least have the like rejuvenation of being on ride. Oh, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm gonna bring back a tier list or a Fresca or something if this game's posted the next week. I have a Fresca update actually. I saw a 2-liter of Fresca in a Dollar General today. I didn't know what color Fresca was, but somehow it's grosser than it was before, knowing that Fresca is white. Something about it, just a big 2-liter bottle of white, disgusting. It is disgusting. It's a Fresca 411. I believe it's the Fresca 1-1 is how you pronounce that. Oh, come on. It's just everything milky. I took a picture. I'll leave it in the Discord. Wherever my phone went. We'll do the two screen experience here. As I'll drop a for the people not watching that are in there, they get to look later and just see a picture of 2 milky Fresca bottles. There you go. There's your milky Fresca picture. Oh, too far. It was a 360. Is that the end of me? Multi-form entertainment here on the Blaster Goblin Show. I love the Blaster Goblin Show. I think that's just that just warms my insides thinking of it in the format of a sitcom. Yeah, I know. Like when it felt like battery acid burning through my stomach, I was like, this is rough. But then I saw that. That was a frontside pop shove it. I've never been able to do one of those. Yeah, when I was like, this is literally melting out my insides, my guts and such. This is gross. And then I saw that and I was like, I don't think I can even have those Frescas in my fridge anymore. They're still there. Like, they're just sitting there. I look at them every day. You know how bad Fresca is? Not when the Fresca was bought, there was also a 12-pack of Minute Maid lemonade, which is so unbelievably bitter, by the way. It is just the Minute Maid canned lemonade, most bitter thing on the planet. But these open the fridge like the second day after the stream. Fresca one, just like the end of the 12-pack just exploded out and they spilled all over the floor. Minute Maid, fine. Opened the exact same way. So I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but I think I just lost. That's unfortunate. Anyone who's ever drank a Fresca did so on accident, I'm sure. This is the end right here. If I don't make this double heel flip, single. That's it. We have to do it all over again. That's my E.
Man, did you forget a spell out there? It's only 5 left.
What was that little clip of Rodney Mullen giggling? What was that? Why did they throw that in? Oh, I can't believe I gotta do this whole thing over again. That one's dented. None of them dented. Those cans are indestructible. Fresca is like the Twinkie of sodas. Like you can't hurt them. He's like to chug a Fresca. If I had to chug a Fresca on top of this, that'd be the end of me. There wouldn't be a stream next week or ever again. Not at all what I did. Oh, I forgot. At the beginning, you get 2 tries. You have plenty of time to sit, I guess. I can just do this. Insult the Twinkies. Where are we at on Twinkies? Are we gonna bring back a tier list for the Little Debbie stuff? Or is that a Hostess? Either way, snack cakes. I could say some things about Twinkies. I think I could really just lay into a Twinkie. Not like eat one, but like I could just say some heinous things about a Twinkie. I'm not saying I hate Twinkies. I'm just saying I could have some words about a Twinkie. Oh no, that's no good. Him getting a trick, that's no good. Casper flip, not what I'm going for. Not what I'm going for either. I was all prepped to do a kick flip, and then it switched it to a heel flip. I'm a god. I've never been able to pull off it. Like this entire time, I've not been able to pull off tricks, and then especially a double. Like I haven't been able to do any doubles, and then it just gives me a double right there. This game is so rigged. I'm starting to feel the burn. Like, right in here. I'm feeling it. Right there. I hope that picks up on the mic, that leg rub ASMR. That's how you get the viewers to stay, the leg rub ASMR. What are we doing? Oh no. I stepped past the sensor and I thought I pushed. Nope. Okay. Do I get the second attempt still? Or are we one attempt now? Oh, we're down to one attempt. Can't believe we're only on like round 6 of this again. It's been 7 minutes. Oh, okay. So there's your impossible. I don't know how I did it, but it gave me an impossible. It was kind of close to how I was guessing it would be. Why would they drop this late into the game? Drop a game of skate on me like this? Please be landed. Did it land it? I don't think it counted that as a land. This thing is so calibrated to the left that I can't. Oh, it didn't count it. I lost on a manual. Nope. Not what I'm looking for at all. There must be a difference. There must be a difference in the tricks based off of if you cover the sensor or not. I'm guessing. I have no idea. I'm just making stuff up as I go. This is the biggest puzzle of a game anyone's ever played. Oh, Jesus. It hurts so bad. I just rammed my toe so hard into the ground. I need hospital socks to play this. I can really grip myself down on it. They have shoes in all the videos, but I'm not wearing shoes all night. Streams are a shoe-free zone. If you're wondering, I got the dogs out every stream. I'm not sure why they give us even, like, why would they put in just the manual as a thing? It's like the Through the Fire and Flames of the Tony Hawk. Yeah. Yeah, this is not even the end of the game. Like, I have a feeling the last thing is going to be this again, but with Tony Hawk. Like, remember that part of this game that absolutely sucked? What if we did it again? That was a kickflip. It was all to the right. That was a kickflip entirely. There's no left to that at all. Save the fee content for the paying members. They couldn't pay enough. Oop. Made a snapping noise again. You know that one game of Skate from Skate 2 that's the hardest goal in the game? I do not, because I never played Skate 2. The Skate 2 I skipped. I only played Skate 3. Stop. I don't know what makes this thing control. Is there a way I can make this easier? That's training videos because this thing won't quit moving. No, just tight trucks that still go so far to the left. It's like they have a mate of hatred and also this game sucks. We're at the point in Ride where if it were an option that I could just use a standard controller, I would have. Like, I would have stopped using this board and just threw in the standard controller. I can't believe we're back at the beginning of this again. Because I was being beaten so badly. Skate 2 is elite, but there's one goal that's really hard, and then when it's done, the goal completed screen pops up. They randomly swapped in the continue button with the retry button. Why would they do that? There's one of those in like every single game. There's that one, it's like goal that sucks or mission that sucks. Like I have, due to the video, I have San Andreas on the brain, and when I think of playing through that game, the thing I think about is that stupid RC helicopter or RC plane mission. It's just like stupidly impossibly hard right in the middle of the game for no reason, and then nothing else is that difficult ever again. It doesn't count if you don't hit. That's heinous. What an evil thing to do. I think Tony Hawk Ride is making me sick. Okay. All I did was get on the board and I lost my try. At least I've got Tavon over here for support. Keep him up here. He hasn't moved all week. Keep looking up. Every time I grab my drink, it's right next to him. So I look at him. That's my inspiration to keep going with this. Yeah, it's funny to make it. That's so far into the game. Like, that's the center of the game. Like, to make it that far and then be like, yeah, I'm not doing this. They don't have Game Pass currents. Yeah, now I think it's on Netflix. You know, that thing that they keep trying to sell that nobody wants. Let's do this thing so I look more insane. Just really soak it in. Never actually played San Andreas back in the day, so I feel validated about the mission. You never played through it like the original run. I never played like all the way through it. I just played it. I just played around in the game. I never made it. I don't think I ever actually made it to the second island. I just would like cheat to get over there. I did when I was really, before I had responsibilities. When I was really deep into my achievement hunting, I did it. I completed the like actual 360 version of San Andreas, but not the definitive one, because that's a nightmare. Because you have to 100% the game. You have to do pretty close to 100% for the like regular complete like achievement completion, but you have to do like every single little thing, including like you have to do like the ambulance missions in every single island, and like police missions on every single island in the definitive edition. And that's just too much for me. Like, that's where I'm at with 3. I have like 2 achievements left for 3 in the definitive edition, and it's just like the stunt jumps and doing the ambulance missions in every single island, and that's just obnoxious to me, so I haven't gone and done it. Played 3 in Vice City a good amount. I visit my cousins. 3 was the one I grew up with. Like, that was the one. Like, I mean, we weren't supposed to play it, but we would just go snag it and play it. So 3 was the one that I always played. Vice City completely passed me by, and then San Andreas I would play. And even to this day, as an adult, Vice City is the one like I just don't get through. I tried to play through it when it came to the definitive edition, and I made it to the part where you have to start like buying. You have to buy businesses and then do so many goals for each business, and that, for whatever reason, became a thing that tripped me up in the definitive edition. I never finished it. We're really making this easy, huh? Where were all these earlier when I needed them? My mom set an arbitrary rule that I couldn't play GTA until I was 16. She bought me a copy of GTA 4 for my 16th birthday. It's actually kind of sweet. That is sweet. There was just a rule that we couldn't play it, and we would get games like the Bible game, and then as I became a sentient teenager, I just went and got it, and there was no questions asked about it. I was just playing GTA now. But 4 was also the first one like I owned for myself. Really, I think I can play 3 is like a comfort game for me. Like I can play 3 all the time without any problem. 3 is there's just something about that game that really speaks to me. San Andreas, not like I have a lot of memories playing it, but it just doesn't do what I need. Oh, come on, that was a Casper. That was 100% a Casper. GTA. What do you mean apologist? What do you mean apologist for GTA 4? Like that's not like one of the greatest games of that entire series. GTA 4 without a doubt has the best story out of any GTA game. None of them even rival that game's story. Every other GTA game wishes it had the story of 4. It's also the most quotable. I hear a like cousin you want to go bowling joke in it like 1 out of every 6 YouTube videos I watch. Although I didn't realize this until I was like much older. Oh, well, I tried. Like, I remember playing it for the first time and being like, well, this doesn't have as many options as San Andreas. It must not be good. And then came back to it as an adult. You want to talk tier list? 2008 was the best year for gaming, hands down. No contest. Really? You think 2000... Man, I don't know. 2004, it was quite a year. ...2004, we're talking... No, didn't make... Okay, well, I tried. 2004, we got San Andreas, The Thug 2, and Resident Evil 4. Distant second. Distant? I just listed off like what's considered like 3 of the greatest games of all time. What do you mean distant? It's going on for whatever. We're doing this list the next time I'm not standing on this stupid piece of plastic. Oh, okay, frontside shove it. Close enough. There's no way 2004 is it. I'll compile the lists. We'll go through them. Maybe not in a tier fashion, but a list of, games for I guess the 2000s on, because nothing's going to compete with it with anything before like 2004. But I feel like I got to be fair. That was a kickflip. That was a kickflip, and you know it was a kickflip. It's 11:52. I've been doing this for over an hour, like about an hour now. I've been doing this one game of Skate. My legs hurt so bad. Okay, I can do a 360 kickflip. Nope, backside 180 instead. All right. Well, not at all what I tried to do. I think an argument could be made for 2001 to be in the conversation. 2001. Who are we talking like? Was Spider-Man the movie game in 2001? Because that's the greatest game of all time. So that would be in there, of course. That would really put it up there. But other than that, I guess the GTA 3, I believe, was 2001. It might be 2002. What else was that year? Ooh. Varial wheel flip. Close enough. What else was 2001? Is Sly Cooper 2001? Just talk about a game. Jack and Daxter was 2001? Or was that 2002? It's close. It's up there for sure. And those are 2 of like the greatest PS2 games. Sly Cooper 1, way up there. The rest of the series, a mild, like massive decline. Not mild, massive decline after 1. Opposite trajectory of Jak. Jak 1, incredible, and it just keeps on a going. GTA 3 is 2001 Spider-Man movies, unfortunately 2002. X or 2 or whatnot. Oh, that's correct. 2002. I should know that. Look, after I do these videos on stuff like that, that just escapes the brain, and I don't ever think about it ever again. Like, all of those games are right here. I could just like look at the back of them if we really wanted to go through this. I've got time during a million loading screens. I can just start ripping stuff off the shelf. I don't know the difference. What year we got on Dead Rising? Is that 2006? Does it say on the back of this? I guess it's the Platinum Hits. I really thought it would say on the back of it. Shove it. Okay, close enough. Because I feel like if we get Dead Rising is 2006. I thought so. So that puts, where does that put Dead Rising 2? Is that 2008? Because if it's 2008, that puts your 2008 thing way up there. Because Dead Rising 2, greatest game of that series. What an incredible game, Dead Rising 2. Chuck Green? Are you kidding me? One of the greatest characters in gaming, Chuck Green. The Motorcycle Man? Oh, 2010. Man, what a distance between those. That's fine. It accepts the heel flip. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean, whoa, whoa, whoa? Chuck is a hunk. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I love Chuck. Chuck's the greatest character. Chuck made Dead Rising. People don't give him the credit he deserves. But Chuck is the real hero of Dead Rising. Like that off the record stuff, get that out of here. Merely met expectations? Absolutely not. The greatest of the series. You want to do some little show and tell here? Look at that. That is the Steelbook Zombrex Edition Dead Rising 2. Isn't that beautiful? It's got a little second bonus content DVD in it. Is that going to take my turn away because I wrote into that wall showing off Dead Rising 2? That's how I'm going to get my letter. I should really stop doing that and pay attention. I didn't know it was going to make me take off as soon as I started. Merely met expectations. Unbelievable. Greatest game of the entire series. No! Just land a trick! Such a subtle time capsule for the duct tape era. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. But, like, 1 doesn't compare to it. 1's got nothing on that. 3? Absolutely not. And 4, let's just not talk about it. And unless we're talking about Dead Rising 1 Chop Till You Drop edition. Now that's a game. What round am I on? Like 1700? $27. Why wouldn't I be on 27? With an SK, with a ska. Dead Rising 1 for iOS. I have no experience with it. Always wanted to. That was nowhere near. That's not a heel flip at all. This thing is a gamble whether or not you're going to get the actual, like, trick you want out of it. Please don't give him the 360 heel flip. I want to be done so bad. I just do not want to be doing this Nigel Houston skate game. This is so awful. It's been over an hour of looking at the Stride logo. Does Stride gum even exist anymore? Do you watch STIPO? I don't know what that is. Stipo? Stipo? I don't know what that is. Yeah. You'll have to elaborate. Is that a gamer? Is that a YouTube gamer? Dead Rising Historian. Okay. I may have seen a video. You know, the Dead Rising people are right. They're like real close to us Resident Evil people, so we intermingle occasionally. I've dipped my toe in the lake once or twice. I've probably seen him. Think I got the points for that anyways, because I landed it before I ran into the wall. We'll see. I'm a big happy Capcom family. Absolutely. Especially when you start putting us, like, Devil May Cry people in there. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. The last thing we need is me sitting here for 3 hours talking about the Sons of Sparta saga. It's a bad way for me to get people to stay here and watch. If I start getting on the wackiness that is Devil May Cry. Sometimes the camera just doesn't know what it's supposed to point at. Oh yeah, absolutely. Mega Man dudes, there's something wrong with them. Unless we're talking Battle Network, Mega Man is not like... That's not a group we intertwine with at all. Casper flip every time. I don't know what I do. Now, the one exception for Mega Man is Battle Network. I'll allow no Battle Network slander in this chat. But the rest of those Mega Mans, just do away with them when they're not necessary. Oh, well, I've got to have this one down. I just did like 30 of them. I'm going to go to do this and it's going to hit me with an impossible. Oh, of course, yeah, pop shove it. I can't take this game. I cannot take this game. This is pushing me to the brink. I do not want to do this. I don't want to play this stupid Nigel Houston thing. I've got Scat now. I don't want to have Scat. Is he going to give me a heel flip? I think it reverses whatever he gets for my goofy feet. It is a heel flip. Ah, double because I slipped on it and it held up too long. Is that my E? Or did he not get it either? I can't keep track. What round am I on? 34? It's got to be in the 34 range. 36. Even higher, of course. We're going to 50 on this one. Now, I've done enough of this to know that if it's going to give me a varial heel flip, it's going to be... Yeah, there it is. Varial heel flip. So that is going to be... Nope. Nope. Alright. Well, it doesn't know what it wants either. It doesn't know. Please just work. Please work. I'll do anything. Almost went down. Saved it. My bones are tired. My bones are tired. I didn't know that was a thing you could physically feel. My bones would like to take a nap. Not even the rest of me, just my bones. I could have picked anything for a stream series. Every time I turn my ankle, it pops. That's a good sign of things going well. Of course, it was a double heel flip. That's not what I was going for at all. Maybe I should just do everything like this. I feel like I've got more control this way. Both feet on the end. That's the move. Just realized, looking at the camera, it looks like I have super dirty socks on. That is not the case. They're just gray. I promise. I don't have super dirty socks on. Dang, I miss your thug videos. Oh, yeah, sorry, man. Good to see you back in the chat. If you really want to, they are back. I keep everything, like, archived. If you feel like you really want to see the thug ones. They're not my best playing, though. They're a bit of a mess because I still didn't have my my feed set up properly to where it wouldn't have a delay on it. But anything is better than this. This is a nightmare, let me tell you. 4 straight hours of a single skate game with Nigel Houston. This is riveting, especially with all the loading screens in between. How do you do a kickflip? Oh boy. If I could explain to you, I would, but I have no idea myself, honestly, how anything works in this game. As a front foot impossible, it's close. From what I gather, you have to tilt back and then tilt. Oh, almost died. You go back and then you tilt the board to the side. Opposed to if you're doing a varial kickflip, you tilt it back and turn the board to the side. But if you turn it too much, then it becomes a 360 kickflip. I think. And that's all just gathered from here. And if you do it in the opposite direction, it's heel flips. I think. This is all, I'm still trying to figure this all out. And then Casper and like Impossibles are all coming off the nollie side. And I really don't know how they're working there either. Because you can also do kick flips and heel flips out of the nollie end. So I'm really just taking a wild guess with all of this. Kickflip for real, see what happens. I wish I could, man. I've been trying to learn a kickflip forever on an actual skateboard, and I just can't do it. My brain doesn't function with my feet that way. If I could, though, I'd kickflip this plastic board into oblivion, because I'm sick of it. I'm so tired of playing this game. This is mind-numbing. And feet-numbing. Are you in tutorial? No. This is, for whatever reason, just in the middle of the game. There's this game of skate with Nigel Houston. And it's impossibly long. What are we on, turn 50 now? If this came, there hasn't been a single bit of this in the game the entire time. I'm on, out of the 6 locations, this is the 4th. And they just threw this in here. Almost 50 rounds. And it's truly awful. I don't know why this is here. I'm hoping there's no more in the game once I get past it. But it's surprisingly equally as difficult as the tutorial. Okay, varial kickflip. Nope, okay. Didn't count it. You never know what the board's going to count. The board is in charge, not the player. I've got him in a ska, so that's a good. I'm gaining some ground here finally. I haven't gotten any letters on him for over 10 rounds. That wasn't a frontside shove it, so it doesn't count. Okay, whatever. It'll take a kick flip in place of an ollie, but it won't take a pop shove it in place of a frontside shove it. It's just all just guesses here of how this game works. Oh, now when we get into doubles, it gets even more confusing. Because you have to do these, but then it didn't even do it. You have to do it, but longer, I think. You have to like hold it up longer or higher. Once again, I have no idea. There's no like trick list. There's no tutorial on how to do each trick. I guess they just expect you to play so much of the game, and then you get here, and you're just supposed to know what they are. But I've been playing this kind of like a fighting game where I just wiggle the end around, and it gets me points, or it doesn't get me points. Is that my point? Okay, that was mine. Get really into it like you're skating for real. Do I need to get in like a bent knee stance and do the gangly arm thing? Do huge pushes. The problem is when you try to make it realistic at all, that's when everything fails. Like it's built to be played poorly. See, there was a 360 shove. I didn't do anything different. All I did was a nollie, and it counted as a 360. The only tricks I can land are these like basic ones, which is also the ones they allow him to land. Okay, yeah, we're at the point. I have been doing this single game of skate for 45 minutes. 45 minutes of my life in a Tony Hawk Ride game of skate. I can't even just like call it quits. I'm so far invested. My body hurts. Oh, that was close. I thought I was going to fall into that wall. That would have been the end of me. I don't have room for bail with my 4 letters. There's no margin of error here. Every time I see this little thing about casual difficulty, I realize I should have just put it on casual difficulty. Nope, well. Was that my end? As long as he doesn't get the trick here, I should be able to stay in. Nice try. Kick a man while he's down. I haven't lost my mind that much. I'm just very close to it. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, push. Push. There we go. Now he's pushing. Nope, he did catch the foot. Was that it? Did I just lose? After 45 straight minutes of this, did I just lose? I sure hope so. I think I just lost now. Because it's not going to give me a second Casper flip. Is this the last Tony Hawk game? Where are you going? I'm going into the remakes. I've got this one. And then Shred. Another one of these stupid plastic board games. And then Pro Skater HD, the Robomoto remake. And then Pro Skater 5, and then 1+2. Then we'll see if 3+4 is out by the time I get there or not. But the plan is, if it's out, to roll directly into 3+4. If not, I guess mess around in 1+2 for a little bit after I finish it, and then go to 3+4 when it comes out. I've got a ways to go still on my journey. I mean, I'm like 6 months into this already. 7 months, maybe. Can't remember when I started. I believe I started in September. I'd have to go back and look. Oh, almost lost it. Luckily, I haven't had like a major crash off of this thing yet. Hey, is that a T for him? That means there's still a chance. Nope. Could have been it. You flew through those first 4 games. Yeah, I had some decent progress at the beginning, especially like in the era of like 3. Those are games you can just like blow through pretty quick. But then when it started to get to these ones that are a little longer, I kept getting tripped up on. A goal here or there would hold me off for a half hour. Especially, I didn't have my this is where I'm gonna lose that. I didn't have the heel flip. Oh, I counted that? I'll take it. I don't even care. I didn't have the HDMI routed well. I had it routed directly into OBS so that I had a delay when I was playing, so it was really causing me a lot of problems. Like I couldn't get my rotations correct, and I kept losing a lot of combos because I didn't have the correct the visual on the screen. And I fixed that at Thug 2, and that really helped a lot with getting things actually making some headway through these later ones. But this stopped me dead in my tracks for sure. I expected it to go a lot quicker than it has. Same with Thug 2 took a lot of time to get through because that game is so content dense. Aside from Pro Skater 5, though, the games after this are not that content dense. So, Pro Skater HD and 1+2, I can knock those out in a stream each, bro. Well, maybe not Pro Skater HD because it's a nightmare to play. Did I just win? Ah, finally! It only took an actual full hour. It took long enough the Wiimote died.
It looks like you're going to Japan.
Nice.
Man, if you only knew what you were in for.
Man, if you only knew what you were in for. Man, that kid really worked hard. They really gave Nigel the best direction, huh? What an absolute nightmare that was. They just said I was headed to Japan, and this is now Frankfurt. Is that not Germany? Oh, it's just an airport. So there's only two goals here to do. Oh, man. We'll see. I may be able to blow through this game tonight. I really hope so. But boy, did my entire hour of Skate with Nigel Houston really slow me down. Where are we at? 3 hours into this stream? Oh boy. I hate Tony Hawk Ride so much. I've never had... You've earned a Fresca. Absolutely not. I thought you were going to sleep, but you can't get enough of it, huh? Somebody's addicted to Tony Hawk ride footage. Or likes watching someone be tortured. Now this is a game, let me tell you, compared to Skate. And by Skate, I mean Skate with Nigel Houston, not the game Skate. Alright. This is the second best airport level of the series. Right after the only other airport level. No, 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 no. Don't fall to your death. Oh, it's just like, just looks like pudding down there. This hard pudding. There's no like real texture on that ground. Oh boy. Here we go. Okay, push. You can push. I had to be real careful with that because I didn't want it to. I did not want to go back off of that edge again. No. I'm so beat. I'm beat physically and beaten down mentally by that game of Skate. Don't do it again. Please stop torturing me, Tony Hawk Ride. I think the biggest problem to the controlling of Tony Hawk Ride is that there's no subtle movements. I've lost this. I'm over 2 minutes. It gave me 2 minutes and I blew way past it. Because of the way the bottom is built, then it's like super sharp angles on both sides and then just a flat middle. It, like there is no subtlety or like inching in a direction. You're going full tilt in any direction you're going. And that's how this game works. I mean, of course, and all the other plethora of problems that this game has. Like the board always going to the left, no matter how many times you calibrate it. No! It happened again. Down into the flat pudding area. This may be a place I could better come back from. Tilt, tilt. My guy, you gotta tilt. Where am I supposed to go? Down there? I wasn't told I was supposed to turn around at any point. Now you're really adding a lot to this. Also, send me back like miles. This is a train station.
There's a lot to do here, so get out there. Try.
I thought this was an airport the whole time. It's a train station. That changes the context entirely. Oh yeah, I didn't get anything on that. I definitely have to hit that 2-minute time. So I'm just gonna have to, like, I don't know, haul ass the entire time. Which isn't really possible when the push doesn't work and you can't steer.
Dude, you know what?
There we go. Hit it with a boost right at the beginning. Oh, too far. The whole run is probably lost now, but why not keep trying? He's gonna 1-foot it for a minute. Cheat the system here. You gotta do what you gotta do on these speed runs. We're not far off from me getting on my hands and knees and controlling the board with my hands again. It didn't work the first time I tried it, but I'm ready to try it again. Now that's a speed run. Look at that. Do a McTwist. I don't even know if it's possible to do a McTwist in this game.
Congrats.
It's hard enough to turn to the left or right, let alone do a McTwist. The best I can do for you is like a little spin. That's about the best I got. How you do grabs? There's little sensors on the front, the back, and the left and the right, and you grab them. But since the beginning, I've been cheesing them, and I just put my foot over the sensor, and it thinks it's a grab because they do the most points. So when we're in a trick level like this one, I tend to just shove my feet over the top of those sensors a lot. To do stuff like that, like the finger flips and stuff, I do that way. Which doesn't work when you're running into the walls. Okay, real rough run. We're going to have to take this one back over. I couldn't get down quick enough. I don't know how to get out of that. It's not registering my dropping down. You have to give it a good minute and a half after stopping your manuals or grinds or whatever for it to register that you have done so. that made a good crack noise. Think for a second. Yeah, it occasionally will, but then if you look at me playing next to the cool trick that's going on, I'm just what I described earlier as doing the stanky leg on a skateboard over and over again. Because there's no real there's no rhyme or reason to why the game works the way it does. It just does. I also have no idea when I get turned like that. When I'm sideways, I don't know how to get myself back to not sideways. I was down for a while before it took that.
Congrats.
I don't know why a score that low would be considered top of the score. Maybe this is just an easier level. This is the second to last one. 7. That's not great. Okay. I don't like doing the challenges, so I'm going to see if I can pop that up a little higher. Challenges are way too precise for how unprecise this game is.
Have you ever been running through the airport, late for
Didn't know I could grind up there. Oh, did I not get any of those points? Oh, that was so many. None of these levels would be any good in like a standard Tony Hawk game because they're all like downhill. And I hate downhill levels. This might be a 10-point run. We'll see. I mean, I've gotten over enough to get the next point, which was 8, so we'll see. It's a pretty decent score. If I could stop from doing that. Yeah, like that. That thing I'm trying to avoid doing. that enough? Did that get me there? I'm really working up a sweat here. Look at that. Nick L. Back has made his way to the top of the leaderboard. Ah, there we go. Did that get me there? Do I have enough? Not yet. How high do I go to get that level? Oh, man. I hurt so bad. What do the challenges consist of? Maybe there's a couple I can knock out.
It's all about the.
Can't do shove it consistently enough. I can't 180 spin consistently enough. Yeah, these are all things I can't do consistently enough to make it through any of these. I wouldn't be able to finish any of these goals. I've put all my eggs in the speed run basket now because I did so good on the trick. And I still don't have enough. I'm going to have to find a way to make it through this somehow faster than I did the last time. I have a feeling, I think we're going to end up running this into the next stream. But if I finish it on the next stream, I'll just roll directly into Shred. Because they're practically the same game anyway, so.
Dude, you know what to do. Do your thing.
Why would it matter if I did them both at in the same stream? I don't normally like to do that. I was trying to read that chat as I was running and realized it's not possible. Gimmick games can be cool, Guitar Hero, Rockman, but not this one. Or DJ Hero. I had all three on Wii. DJ Hero always escaped me. That was the one I never played. I'm a big Guitar Hero fan. Rock Band's alright. I mean, it's just Guitar Hero again, but with a worse controller. But DJ Hero always seemed interesting to me. It seems like everyone that played DJ Hero, except for you, liked it. That was the first time I've ever seen anyone not like DJ Hero. But it's always escaped me. I've never known anybody who had it. I never had it, came across it. I've always been interested in it. But I can't even imagine what one of those like turntables costs now. Just based off of what a Guitar Hero controller costs. They're like up to like sometimes $80. Or if you want to get one of these new ones that they're making, that's sometimes even more. I think the PDP one is like 120. Not the plan. Just trying to get that 3-pointer there. Okay. That's not okay. Trying to get any kind of score help here. I don't know what I got last time, if that's any better or not. It didn't say new gear, so I'm gonna guess not. That's a big miss, apparently, not hitting that booster right there at the beginning. If I'm really trying to like tune in the time hard, I could really use any kind of boost I can get. Okay, or not. Oh well. What would be nice is for a single push to work for once. This game wouldn't be so awful if it was in any way at all consistent. Oh, that's such a far setback. I was having a good run until then, too. I should have got that for. I don't know why I didn't count it. Come on, do a push. One push. One push. There we go. It's so hard to do something at high speeds when you can't gain any speed from your pushes, no matter how hard you try. Way too long. Taking way too long. Stop doing that. The board has a mind of its own. Now that's a start. There we go. I feel like that certainly should have grabbed me that 2-pointer at least, and it didn't. Oh, come on. That's going to take me all the way back to the top of that, isn't it? It is. Every time. Just when I get a good run going, that's when I end up in this situation. Should have went with the difficulty that navigates for me. My own mistake. I thought putting the trucks on super tight would make it so that I wouldn't turn so incredibly drastically and be able to steer this thing. Playing this game feels like when you're trying to carry a bunch of 2x4s at the same time and they like all splinter out all over the place and you're just struggling to have any semblance of holding something. That's what Tony Hawk Ride feels like to play for hours at a time. Well, that's cool. That puts me in slow motion and the timer doesn't slow down. That's very useful. There we go. Now that's a run. That's got to be somewhat closer than I did the last time. 360, see what happens. There's got to be some cool stuff you can do with that board.
Congrats.
Telling you, mate, the best I got is a little spin. That's the best I got. Other than that, I'll break my neck. Or the board. Alright, cool. I got one more point on that. How far do I need to get? My guess is that I need 20 to get there. That would mean I need to max this out or find a way to get some points off of these challenges. I'm just going to have to try them. I'll give it 10 more minutes, then I gotta shower and go to sleep. Because then I have to be up bright and early for toddler music class. I'm gonna have to drag myself in there because my legs aren't gonna work after what has now been
All about the challenge spots.
3.5 hours of Tony Hawk Ride tonight. Oh, that was not a manual to shove it. Okay. I can't keep the board turned enough to do that. Okay. Maybe something here. We're getting there. Toddler music class. Yeah, I have a boy that's going to be 2 on Tuesday, and every Saturday I take him to what's kind of essentially a toddler music class. I take him in. There's a bunch of toddlers in there, and they sing songs. They bang on drums. They jingle bells. It's like his favorite thing to do, and kind of that's the highlight of my dad week there. But unfortunately, it's on Saturdays, right after stream nights on Fridays. So I'm up doing this till 1 in the morning, and then I gotta drag myself out of bed to go listen to toddlers beat on drums. There is a downside to it. I have to have my foot over the middle sensor to do it? That may be the trick to it. Ah, that was so close. That was an ollie to tail slide on the wrong rail. Oh, that was so close. That was everything except for the tilt trick. Which are the worst to do anyways. It takes so long for these to restart. No consistency. Do the same trick every time, no consistency. There it goes. Only an hour too late. A revert, not at all what I was trying to do. Alright, we'll give it one more run on this. Okay, one more run after that, because that one was kind of robbed from me. Okay, I gave it my best shot. I really did try to finish this game tonight, but it's not going to happen. There's still a lot more to do. And the board is not working with me as it tries to run through the menu without me touching it. I gave it my all. I really did try. But I appreciate everyone who decided they would sit through that. Because it was a bit of a nightmare. But that's the best I can do for you tonight. With a level and a half left, I have to give in and let Tony Hawk Ride win tonight. Do I wish I could do more? Absolutely. And by that I mean, no, I don't want to do any more. But I thank you for being here. Thank you for watching 3 hours and 36 minutes of Tony Hawk Ride and a man's quick descent into madness. As always, join the Discord if you're not in there. You can talk to us all day. Hang out in there. Talking games. We're talking music, talking TV, talking skateboarding. Stream bits in there. New videos up. Go watch that if you haven't seen it. Get yourself a shirt at blastergoblin.com. That's all my plugs. I appreciate you guys. See you next week for unfortunately more Ride.